Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to Thursday. I hope your day went well on yesterday. I hope you enjoyed the show on yesterday and that some of you are pressing the gas today. Yesterday, you pressed it yesterday, and you're going to tell me about it today. So I can't wait to hear what you guys, Lynn, I'm trying my best to do this. And if you press the gas on you, if you watched the show yesterday, you press the gas. I want to know, what did you press the gas on? I got a text message with somebody pressing the gas already this morning. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm good, girl. I hope you feel better.
Let me tell you something. This right here has got to stop.
Right? Exactly. Lord have mercy.
It's
I
not.
So I'll keep you posted about today. So
Don't
there's
even hear about it. Number one, I'm just telling the kid I won't go with Lynn, but when I tell you, it say my little thermometer say 102, and my
um
throat is 1,000. I'm gonna go back to bed.
okay. Well,
And
this is going to be really short this morning. How about that?
okay, all right. Well, you look good. You looking good though.
Well, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. You do too, right? Right?
Amen, honey.
It's a good thing we don't look like what we've been through though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
That is right.
Awesome. All right. So our quote for today for the Fearless Morning Show. First of all, thank you for joining us for true confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. This morning,
Mhm.
we're going to go ahead with our quote of the day. So whether you're watching this live or you're catching the replay, we want to say thank you so much. And please, so this morning for our Fearless Morning quote of the day, this is by Thomas Carlyle. Okay, Thomas Carlyle. Don't be embarrassed by your mistakes. Nothing can teach us better than our understanding of them. This is one of the best ways of self-education. Let
Yes.
me read that one more time. Don't be embarrassed by your mistakes. Nothing can teach us better than our understanding of them. This is one of the best ways of self-education. So what are those things that you are constantly beating yourself up for, that you're dealing with in your life? Those things that you are constantly being reminded of, that you just seem to not be able to let go? What I'm here to share with you this morning is, guys, and I don't want to be like Frozen, and if it was not so early in the morning, I hit that note, let it go, right? But essentially, that's what it is, guys, because we shouldn't be holding on to past mistakes. What we should be doing is now learning from those mistakes and becoming better as we move forward. So that's what I want you to think about today. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, and don't dwell in the past. See, when we dwell in the past, we can't move forward to the future that God has for us because we're stuck, right? We're stuck. Think about the children of Israel. They were stuck for years. That could have been a quick journey, right? But they were stuck
Mm.
because they were
Mm.
dwelling on those past mistakes. They wanted to go back, y'all. I'm not even gonna get into the story this morning. You gotta read it for yourself. But my goodness, y'all, don't dwell on those mistakes. Learn from them and move forward. That's the message this morning. And that quote was by Thomas Carlyle. Yes, that was our Fearless Morning quote of the day. Yes. Anything you want to add to that? Good morning, to Shana. Thank you so
Good
much for
morning,
joining us.
sister. No, because I'll get on my soapbox, so I'm not even gonna get I'm not
Yes.
even gonna get started on
That was
that
beautiful. That was
today.
beautiful. One of the things I wanted to reiterate this morning in the financial confessions and conversations is because um, this ties in very well to everything we talk about, and we've talked about this before, guys. Why are you struggling in your finances?
Mhm.
Why are you struggling? Why do we continue to struggle? Why do we continue to stay where we are? Why do we continue to amass all this debt? Why do we continue to lose our homes after they are paid for because we're not paying the taxes on the property? Why do we keep doing the same things over and over and over and expecting something different? See, I'm going to tell you why. The reason why we continue, and I've shared this with you before, guys, is we cannot prioritize. Once you learn how to prioritize, put those things first that are first and keep them there, then you will see how things will begin to align better in your life. But if we don't prioritize, we keep doing things all willy-nilly, things won't align for us. See, there's a way that things are supposed to happen in your life. And that's why one of my taglines on my Financial Confidence God's Way is faith, family, and finances in that order, right? So I have prioritized those things in my life, and that's one of the reasons. Now let me backtrack for a minute. But I don't want you to think that everything is perfect, everything is hunky-dory over here, because it's not. I guarantee you that it is not. Let me just be real for you, right? Everything is not perfect. So no matter what it looks like to you on social media, no matter what it looks like to you, no matter wherever you go, guys, it's not perfect. Everybody struggles with something. Everybody's dealing with something. But the challenge that I'm sharing with you today, yes, being thankful for all of those things, because you should not be staying there. You should be learning from whatever those mistakes are, whatever those things that you're doing. See, it's not about perfection. None are perfect. There was only one. There was only one who was ever perfect. So I need you to catch that. Yes, we all have our challenges. We all have those things that we deal with on a regular basis because we are human, right? We are human, and I'm not even going to get to the spiritual side of things because we're spiritual beings living in a human experience, and that's something completely different. See, I'm not going to go there this morning because I said I was going to keep it short. So why are you struggling? Why are we struggling in our finances, guys? Because we're not prioritizing. We're not putting the things that matter most first. And I didn't want to go scripture on you, but this is where it's going this morning. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You understand that? We have to prioritize. We have to put things in the right order. We have to put things where they belong. When you put your faith first, then your family, then your finances, the struggle will be there. Yes, the struggle is real, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same thing that you always have to deal with. So get rid of this perfectionist mode that you have. Your life has to look perfect to everyone that's looking on, when in actuality it's not. It is chaos. But you can have organized chaos if you learn how to prioritize. So why are you struggling, guys? Get your priorities straight. That's number one. I mean, your mind today, Tashana, well, that's okay, girl. I think great minds think alike. We just got to get this thing together. And the only way we get it together is if we're real with each other. We have some true confessions and conversations, and that's what we're doing this morning.
That's right. And it starts in your mind, period. If you can't get it together in your mind, then you're going to have trouble getting it together everywhere else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So why are you struggling? Number two, the number two reason that you're struggling in your finances, you're not sure how long it's going to take you to complete whatever it is that you need to complete.
And you know what? That scares more people into non-action, which will spur your procrastination, which will spur you into staying where you are, my friend.
Exactly, guys. So why are you struggling? Get your priorities right, and you need to figure out how long it's going to take you to complete that thing. See, once you sit down and put these things on paper, we say it all the time, write the vision and make it plain. The Bible tells us that. Basic instructions before leaving earth. You know that. It's in your Bible too if you didn't tear it out. Come on, somebody. Why are you struggling in your finances? The number 3 thing, because I said I was going to keep it short this morning, you're not sure about the process to complete that thing. You don't know what the steps are. The reason you don't know what the steps are is you haven't even taken an opportunity to actually look at it because you were so scared of it in the first place. See, guys, what we have to do, what we have to recognize and realize is that we don't have to struggle. It's ultimately about the decisions that we make. See, we're in control in that realm. Doesn't mean things won't happen. I need you to catch that. It does not mean that things will not happen. Things will happen. Keep on living. Things will happen. But until we learn how to do those things, we will continue to struggle. Learn how to prioritize, right? Yeah. Prioritize. Understanding you're not sure how long it's going to complete it. You need to put it down on paper so that you can back map that thing. And what do I mean by back mapping? Back mapping is simply looking at what the end goal is. What is that thing you see at the end? So you got to see it before you see it, guys. What is that thing at the end that you hope to see? And then from that, you need to back map what are the steps now that I need to take to get from where I am to there. Good morning. Good morning. So as you progress through this thing, guys, and we ask you, why are you struggling? You don't have to. If you learn how to prioritize, if you learn how to back map this thing and then figure out that process. And if you don't understand how to figure out that process, we're here to help, because love your life, love your finances. You don't have to struggle in your finances, guys. We'll help you love your life and love your finances. We have a class that we'll be sharing, Love Your Life, Love Your Finances, on February 3rd. And if you will share that link so that they can go in there and sign up, guys. We'll talk you through this process. We'll help you. See, this is the thing. We'll give you the strategies that we know work. Why? Because we've been there, done that, bought a t-shirt and a hat, right? We've been through these things. So it's not something that we read about that we're telling you guys. These are things that we've actually lived through, done, and saw the benefits of after this thing has happened. And then what you now do, because everything is not one size fits all, I can't say these are the 5 steps that you need to take. What you have to do now is look at that strategy and say, okay, now what fits my situation? Right. Because we're not cookie cutter. We're not all the same person. We can't do all the same things, but you can definitely take something here. You say, okay, I need this piece over here, and I need that piece over there, and I need this piece right here. And I put all the pieces together. Now I have my puzzle for my life. See, it's not about perfectionism, guys. It's about getting what you can get from the areas that you need to get them, putting those pieces into place, and then following suit. So why are you struggling? Why are you struggling in your finances? In summary, guys, we got to stop it. We got to stop doing all of those things just because we want to do something. Prioritize what that thing is that you need to do. See, you got to love your life and your finances. And you got to love your life right now, guys. Let me say that. Love your life right now, because you can't just wait for later. Oh, I'll love my life when I have this. Oh, I love my life when I do that. Oh, I love my life when this thing happens. See, today is Thankful Thursday. So you got to be thankful for where you are right now so that you can now move into your next. See, guys, love your life, love your finances. And if you don't understand how to do that, if you don't understand how to manipulate, go through the processes, if you haven't figured that thing out, then join us on February 3rd for Love Your Life, Love Your Finances. It's as simple as that. Join us on February 3rd for Love Your Life, Love Your Finances. That's it for my financial confession and conversation this morning. Miss JoJo, anything that you needed to add to that?
No, I think it was, you're right, Elise. You got to be grateful for where you are and on your way to where you're going. That's right. You got to be grateful and thankful. And when it comes to your money, you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. It's not going to be immediate. There is a process, and you have to go. You just got to go through the steps. Ain't no way around it. So that was Lynn's fearless financial moment of the day. My voice, y'all, I'm really normally extremely loud. My kids are like, Mom, we can hear you in the other room. But this voice today. So the fearless thought of for today. Yesterday I talked about pressing the gas. Well, you're gonna press the gas on, and I got a text message bright and early at like 5:45 this morning of somebody talking about I'm pressing the gas. Now I need you to help me. I was like, well, all right then. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, catch the replay from yesterday. We talked about pressing the gas. Let me know what you're gonna press the gas on today. So today I want to talk about the noise of life. I want you to be, since this is Thankful Thursday, I want you to be thankful for the quiet. So this is what I found out. After I left my abuser and I was going through my transition, I was always alone, but I didn't like to be alone. And then you'll find a lot of people, and I know some very close friends of mine who absolutely hate being alone. Like it will kill them to be, if they find themselves in the house by themselves, they're calling somebody and they don't care if there's dead silence on the phone. They're going to be on the phone because they don't want to be by themselves. But you have to be careful with that, because sometimes you need that quiet time so it can help you understand who you really are and what you really want. Because the noise of life can be so overwhelming. So don't you think about your morning? And I think I talked about this in a post before. You get up, you turn on your TV. You have that. You get in a car, you turn on the radio, you talk to your family, friends, you get to work. You get to work, you're talking, talking, talking. You get off, you're on the phone listening to the radio. You get home, you have kids. You lay down, you turn on the TV, and you fall asleep to the TV. When did you have quiet time to listen to what you wanted to say to yourself? When did you have quiet time to listen to the Lord or to even understand what's going on in your life? Because sometimes you've got to be quiet so you can figure things out. If you always have the noise of life around you, yes, let me tell you something, Alicia. It is a necessity for me. And if I don't have it, my kids will be like, Mom, you need to go have some quiet time, because I get scatterbrained. My patience become like I have no patience, it's non-existent, and I'm snapping at people. But you have got to be mindful of your quiet time and take that time to be quiet. Like empty your thoughts. Don't think about the bills. Don't think about, just be quiet for a few minutes and figure out what you need to do or what it is that you want to do. And now, the past 2 weeks we've been talking about rebuilding you. We've been talking about the new rules to you. Yesterday, talking about pressing the gas. Well, you need to figure out how to get that done. And you're not going to figure that out if you're always telling somebody about it. If you're always surrounded by people, you need your quiet time so that you can figure that part out. And then what I also found out is that some people are afraid of hearing what's really going on in their quiet time. So, because sometimes when you get really quiet and your self talks to you, you be like, now, JoJo, you shouldn't have did that. And you don't want to hear that, because who wants to hear that part, right? We want to think that, and just like the quote, you got to forgive yourself. You made a mistake and move on. But when we get quiet and hear that stuff, and your stuff starts checking you and you have to deal with it, don't nobody want to deal with that. But you have to, because if you don't check yourself, if you don't deal with that in your private time, guess where it's going to show up, Lynn? In your public life. It's going to show up in your money. Hello, because it will show up in your money. It's going to show up in your time. It's going to show up in your body. You're going to be stressed, your hair falling out. You're going to have all kind of issues. So, and today I want you to be thankful for your quiet time. I want you to be quiet and listen to you, because you're learning yourself, right? You're learning the new you. You're learning all these new rules, all this stuff you're trying to do. It's going to take some practice and some time. You've got to be quiet
to listen. So today, on this Thankful Thursday, if you don't have any time to get away, we all get a lunch hour break, whatever. Take your lunch break, go to the car, and I do this quite often. I pull my car into the sun, and I let my seat back, and I close my eyes, and I just lay there. Okay, sometimes I might go to sleep, but that's not my intent. I go there for the quiet because, you need that, especially if I'm not going to have that quiet time at home. I need that meditation time to just get it together and figure out what does JoJo want to do? What does JoJo think about that? Because what you'll find is you will adapt to everybody else's train of thought, Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, and Tashana, I'm going to use you for an example. If I'm talking to Tashana today, then I'm adapting to Shayna's train of thought for my day. Or if I'm talking to somebody else and I'm doing this consistently and I'm not having that quiet time and learning what I want to do, I'm adapting to their train of thought and not my train of thought. I'm trying to be like everybody else instead of like me. So you got to have that quiet time. Don't be afraid to hear what you have to say to yourself. Okay. Yes, it can be ugly. It can be quite ugly sometimes, but you've got to do that because your growth will not continue. We're talking about rebuilding you, pressing the gas. You're not going to be able to do any of that if you don't check yourself. You won't be able to move forward in your finances because you got to check yourself with your. I had to have one of those sit down talks with myself about my money. You won't be able to move forward until you check yourself. You're not going to do that if you don't have quiet time. Some things, the growth of you does not require other people to participate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you, not for everybody else. So that's my fearless thought for today. Find you some quiet time. Get away from the noise of life and listen to what you have to say to yourself, because as we rebuild, as we press the gas, as we set up these new rules, y'all, you got to have peace of mind. Yes. And remember my 3 things. You got to be honest. You got to be determined. You've got to, I said honest, determined. You got to be ready, convinced for that change to come. If you're not, it's not going to happen. So yeah, thank you, Alicia, for that reminder. You got to be honest with yourself. And that's what happens in that quiet time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. So please understand, all of that alone time really means is it's your private time to get to know the new you and to develop the new you and figure out what you want. Otherwise, you're not going to know.
Right.
So that is all my fearless thought for the day today. I still want to hear about people pressing their gas. If you pressed your gas on yesterday, let me know about it. And tomorrow, I want to hear, what did you do in your quiet time? What did you do to establish it? And what were some of the things you were thinking about in your quiet time? So you have more quiet time than you think. Yeah, and walk some people to the exit door. Exactly, Alicia. You got to walk them to the exit door, honey, and leave them there. Don't open the door back up. That's why some exit doors you go out, you can't come back in because it's locked from the outside. You got to let some people go. There's no way around it. And that includes some of your old habits. We got to lock them out the way too. So
yes,
you got to let them go. All right, guys. Oh, so don't forget, I posted, Lynn. So we got the Be Fearless necklace and earring sets. Did you see that? I texted to you this morning.
I did see it, but I didn't get to respond because
That's all right. So we do have the Be Fearless bracelets available on the website, and they all have the little tag that say Be Fearless. I will post some more pictures up today. And we have the Be Fearless earring and necklace set available to you. And if you know anybody that makes t-shirts, we are looking, or shirts, because I think it would be nice to have a nice little button up that says Fearless Morning Show across it. If you know anybody in the t-shirt business, let us know. But please don't forget to share the video. We thank everybody for joining, sharing, and commenting. And don't forget, Love Your Life, Love Your Finances, Saturday, February 3rd, 10 a.m. Please make sure that you register and get on there. Thank you, Tashana, so that we can share more information. Lynn, you want to tell them where to find you at?
Absolutely,
yes,
guys.
That's right, Alicia. You are. Yes, we hold up our own selves.
Don't we do it? Yes. All the time. Self-sabotage is real, guys, but we can move past that. Where can you find me? Before I share where you can find me, guys, if any of you also have businesses who are listening in, if you'll share your business in the comments in the event that somebody else needs your services. Like we said, this is a community, and it's not just about us, it's about everybody, because people may need some assistance, support in different areas. Some people need help with their health, right? Getting fit. Some people need help with, relationships. I mean, there's so many different things, guys, that people struggle with, and you don't know who you are there for. So if you do have a service or a product that you offer that can help somebody else, go ahead and post your link down at the bottom as well. Share that with us so that we can get that out in the community. And don't forget to share this video throughout your community so that others who may need it can see it, and they can also grow, not only through the thoughts that we've shared, but also your comments that you've posted here that are very helpful for someone as we move along. But you can find me on my website at demonsenterprise.com. That's Demons, D as in David, E-M-M-O-N-S, Demons, not demons, demonsenterprise.com. I know I have to say that every time. You're probably tired of it, but that's okay. Repetition is the mother, father, sister, brother of learning. So demonsenterprise.com. Thank you.
That's right. And we have two business owners on here. Tashana is here in the Raleigh area. She has a dance studio. Tashana is an amazing dancer. And she does swimming as well. She has promised me if I let her teach me how to swim, she won't kill me, because I'm convinced that people will kill me. And Alicia is a cook and a baker. She is and very, very, very good at it. I've eaten very well at the hands of Alicia.
Okay.
So make sure you check those two ladies out. And if anybody else has a business, make sure you post it below, because it's all about sharing the information, because you may have something that I need. Right. Like Shannon's teaching me how to swim, and I eat with Alicia, so can't get no better than that. So can't get any better than that.
Yeah,
So
you know how we are with swimming. I can't get my hair wet. What? You better get out there and learn.
Yes, ma'am. You better get out there and learn, honey. So make sure you check, Tashana, make sure you post your link to your business page down there too. So make sure you check out those two ladies, and then share the video with other friends who you know are business owners that may need something that somebody else has. So make sure you share that. All right, guys, that is it for the Fearless Morning Show on this Thankful Thursday. Find your quiet time today. I want to hear about it tomorrow. So text us. And then if there's any questions or suggestions that you have, you can always send us messages on Facebook, and our emails are living. She's also a speaker with Soul Beautiful Living. There you go. Drop it, Alicia, girl. Put the link in there so they can contact you. So make sure that you share the video. I was in the middle. What was I saying? Share the video. See, my train of thought is completely gone. Make sure you share the video, guys. Make sure that you're pressing the gas and taking some quiet time today. Yes, those two can go hand in hand. I trust me. I know I'm a little speed demon. So today in the car, turn the radio off. Don't call somebody and ride in silence. You will be amazed at the free thoughts that come to you. Yes. For things that you need to get done, and the clarity of mind and the peace of mind. Take a couple of deep breaths and enjoy. You stuck in traffic, what else you got to do but to think? Turn off that radio. You ain't got to listen to Steve and Tom or whoever else is on the radio. Right. Be quiet. Be quiet and listen to yourself. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Thankful Thursday. We will see you guys bright and early tomorrow for Freebie Friday. Go ahead, Lynn.
One final thought, guys. What I mentioned earlier, why are you struggling? This is how I want to close it out. Either be miserable or get motivated and do something different. That's all.
Hey, when I say when you get tired of it, you'll do something about it. Right. And exactly. When you get tired of missing your money, when you're ready to live past crazy, you'll do something. We'll see you at the webinar on Saturday, February 3rd, 10 o'clock, when you're ready to do something about it. Right. As the people say, don't talk about it, be about it. Right. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. We'll see you bright and early in the morning. Have a good one.
Signing off.